Hi there, and welcome to my virtual vendor demo today. I'm going to be talking about three different technology vendors for education and how they are relevant for the Alberta classroom. So the first one we want to look at today is Smart Technologies. So Smart Technologies is a Calgary-based company founded in 1987. It is the best known for its interactive whiteboards and has a global presence, quite well known, quite well used all over the world, and definitely here in Alberta. So what we want to look at today is their educational resources, especially their interactive whiteboard. Their interactive whiteboards are definitely something that I can see being used in many classrooms. They already are being heavily used, and teachers can really use them to engage students with tactile, hands-on activities that make it really exciting for students to be able to learn the content in a way that is not just direct teaching lecture delivery method, but students also interacting with the material itself. The new boards here are multi-touch. You can have up to 4 students at once. You can't have necessarily different colors, but you can have them all working together. One of the neat features that you can see here is that students are using their fingers. Your finger here is the pen. You don't have a separate stylus or anything, and this is fantastic for any student with fine motor skill control difficulty because they can literally just even hold on to a tennis ball and use the tennis ball for their touch point. And that gives them the chance to interact the same way that any of their other classmates might as well. So this, in that sense, is also useful from an inclusive point of view. Students themselves can resize material, can draw, can write, create, can learn, can move, can interact. They can access different widgets, different uh, interactive gallery pictures and images as well, and it really makes learning come alive for them. As an example here, student drew a rock, and they can make it look as though it is taking off, giving the illusion of animation, and they can erase it themselves with their own hands. Again, they can use a pen, they don't have to as well. Another powerful feature about smart technologies, though, is their Smart Exchange. This is a fantastic site, really useful for educators all over the world. In Canada here, it collects different lesson plans created by smart educators, and as you can see, has an extensive list of subject matter as well as grades and different types of lessons. Many of them are useful for the elementary classroom, and then many of them are also useful for the secondary classroom, as you can see here, a kidney cross-section useful in biology. So smart technologies is definitely a relevant vendor for the Alberta educator. To further emphasize the point that smart technologies is relevant for the Alberta classroom and in line with the Alberta curriculum as well. We're taking a look here at the Alberta Ed Program of Studies for English Language Arts, ELA, grades 10 through 12. And as you can see here, there are 6 streams of communication that are emphasized by Alberta education: listening and speaking, reading and writing, and maybe less well known, viewing and representing. And so this allows the smart educator to be able to use their technology in the classroom and align itself with the curriculum. The students are able to bring up images, create their own images, and view and represent their communication skills through the smart board as well. So this is definitely in line with the Alberta curriculum. Next, we're looking here at Mac, or Apple, of course. Apple is an American multinational company introduced in and founded in 1976, and it is a really well-known brand, of course, now with their Mac line of computers, their iPods, their iPhones, their iPads, iTunes, iMovies, and so on. And all of these can be used in the classroom. To show you one example, we'll look at the iPad itself. So if we're going to pick the iPad Air, this, as opposed to an interactive whiteboard, allows as many students as you want, in theory, to interact on one board together. A teacher, with the help of an Apple TV, could, in theory, have students on a Web 2.0 tool, like a sticky note tool, and have each student using their iPads, bring up sticky notes and put it onto the board just by using their iPads. Furthermore, this also has built-in apps. Some of them are education related for sure. iMovie can be a powerful tool for creation and text creation. GarageBand, iTunes as well. And you also have access to their App Store, which brings a whole new world of apps that are educationally related in for the student, helping them read, helping them write, helping them to create, helping them to tell a story. As you can see here, with the human body, that could be useful for a biology class. You have your TED Talks, that could be useful for science, for social studies, for English, even math as well. So you have a whole host of different apps open to you. And that's one reason why the iPad, which is also being used in many classrooms with class sets of them, are also a powerful tool for education. As you can see here, again, we're looking back at the Alberta Education Program of Studies for ELA grades 10 through 12. The students will study oral, print, visual, and multimedia texts. Furthermore, it's built right in there for both the -1 stream and the -2 stream as well. At all three levels, 10, 20, and 30 as well, is a requirement. And so Apple products, such as using iMovie, could give students a chance to create new text and to interact with text through a multimedia level. Once again, showing here that as a minimum requirement for text creation, students will create a variety of responses using a variety of print and non-print forms, including here oral, visual, multimedia presentation, again required both the -1 and -2 stream for each 10, 20, and 30 level as well. Finally, our third vendor we're looking at is Adobe. Adobe is another American multinational company founded in 1982, and it is probably best known for its Photoshop program. It is now today, we're going to look here though, at the Creative Cloud product as well. Adobe products used to be rolled out as software, but now it is subscription-based in the cloud as well. And one example we want to look at today is Photoshop. Look at Photoshop Elements, for instance. It provides students a powerful, powerful way to interact with their photos, as well as their videos, and to be able to make their own creation. And as you can see here, it is also education related, and also ideally created for educators and for students to use it as well. So this is a powerful tool for students to be able to create their own photos, alter their own photos, I should say, and also make their own photo creations too. Using Lightroom here as part of the Creative Cloud package also allows students to do some incredible features with their photos and their videos as well. And this allows students to be able to engage in that text creation that we're talking about. They say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it really is with some of these Adobe Creative Cloud programs. So the Adobe programs, the Creative Cloud itself, ties in very nicely with the Alberta curriculum as well, as students must respond to a variety of print and non-print texts and connect their self, text, culture, and milieu. And one way they can do this is they can be responding to a text, and they don't have to necessarily just write a normal essay, but they could create a photo essay. And so they're responding to print text or even non-print text, magazine articles, magazines, other photo essays, and create their own photo essay in response. They could create their own visual journal in response to a text that they're engaging with as well. And this is a fantastic tool and program for students to be able to do that. One final example here from the Alberta curriculum says general outcome number 4, that students will listen, speak, read, write, view, and represent to create oral, print, visual, and multimedia texts, all for the purposes of improving their communication, as well as the artistry of their communication. So whether they are telling a story, creating an essay, defending an argument, explaining themselves, or just sharing their lives, Adobe offers some programs that can help students to do so in a very powerful way that makes it very engaging and education very relevant for these students in the classroom as well. So finally, thank you so much for visiting my screencast. If you have any questions regarding any of the vendors and how their products are relevant for the classroom or for some more examples, or even the curriculum, please do feel free to contact me on my ePortfolio or via Twitter, which you can find on my ePortfolio as well. Also, I recommend the Convergence Conference that is put on by the Alberta Technology Leaders in Education, better known as ATLE, which is a phenomenal professional development opportunity, especially for educators who are looking for new ideas and ways to be inspired to integrate technology into their classroom as well. Have a fantastic day and happy teaching.